Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Zeppo from CZT Ria Matheussen. All right, while this wasn't named after one of the Marx brothers, my tongue apparently thought, oh, we're doing some slapstick, so let's just mess up all of the words. All right. Anyway, I will leave it to you to go to the description section of the video and click on the link that says for more inspiration from the creator of this tangle so you can find out more about the name, the reasoning behind the name, and also, that's one thing. And then two, you can always take a look at Ria's step outs and her beautiful samples, which have some really great ideas. All right, so this one starts off with an orb, wherever you want it. I'm just going to start in the center. And then an orb in the center of that, so like that. So, yes, like a donut. And then I didn't do this on mine, which is odd because I'm like going, it's not like me to not separate things out, but I felt like we could get she's got 6 orbs around the outside. I do like how she started it though, and I'm just going to do one on an angle and put an orb on one side and then kind of on the opposite side do those and then add a couple nicely sort of spaced. I mean, the nice thing about most tangles is that it doesn't matter. So, however it ends up happening, it ends up. So she's got 6 around the outside, and then, and I did this on the last step, but you can add this whenever you want. Um, just darken a little bit, like put a little crescent in here, a little curve line in the center, so that way it looks like a hole that you're looking through. So my first thought with this was, oh, the steampunk people are gonna love this, but I can see this in other uses as well, because it just looks really neat. All right, and then kind of you could pick two. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much how she has it. Um, and I haven't decided yet in my little playing with this how I wanted to, where I want to start the orbs. Like, do I want to just start right on one of those orbs and go around, or, start like I just did and then go around and try to make sure to hit them both? I don't know yet. And on this, what I decided to do is like, okay, well, here's the first 2 for this one, right? So you could take one and go all the way across if that helps you to be able to place the orbs as, evenly-ish as possible. And that did seem to help a bit. Now, I'm going to dare say, good idea to put this thick, this part. Ooh, you know what? Look at how neat that looks. Just leaving it. It still gives the idea of that you're looking through a hole, but it's kind of neat just leaving it open like that. But that's how you would do it. And if you want to leave them open, you can. I'm going to fill it in because that's what I did here. And then just keep adding. And I did notice on one, oh, I see. She has in the samples, it says regular and irregular. So her regular is, you can just pack them in. Maybe we'll try to do a little bit of both. Oh, over here would be better. Okay, I'm gonna start here. We'll start the orb here. And then, so those, half of it's already done. So let's take this one all the way across. Ooh, let's put the, like so. And then you can just, she has it, like 1 and then 2 and then 3. So like adding and packing them all together. But the other thing, and this is the irregular, is multiple shapes. I'm still not quite sure how I want to do that. Multiple shapes, multiple shapes. I'm doing multiple shapes by making mine. This one is a little bit off. multiple sizes. You know, and then the thing too is just to not worry about anything. That is the thing. It is nice if you can have these the orbs somewhat evenly spaced, because maybe that helps tuck them in together a little bit if you were wanting to do something like that. Or, well, it also probably helps to have them be more round. Uh, eh. But, you know, that's why we call them orbs. And so I would then opt to just do mine like this and have them add on wherever I feel like having them add on, and, you know, and move around, create, you know, some kind of neat shape. The other nice thing about this is it doesn't matter what order you do things in. You know, the first that first orb, of course, but it is just nice to not have to worry about things, because for whatever reason I'm putting the orbs on. Well, no, that's how I. Yeah, I'm putting the little orbs on first before I do the others. But gosh, I really want to tuck one in there. Well, we'll just see. Let's. All right, we're going for it. Oh, I sort of did it. And so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think in my version of the step out, I think I made the orbs a little bit bigger. But, you know, whatever ends up happening is fine. Now, one of the things that I thought was really neat about Ria's samples is that she showed how you could, you know, put a texture behind this, and then as you're doing it, you know, you make sure to put it through that hole. So she did, looks like straight lines, orbs, nippa, the tangle nippa, so like kind of curvy lines through it, but you have to take a look and see. All right, so for now, I'm just gonna, let's finish these off nicely. And in because this is on Tangle Patterns, on Linda's little thumbnail picture, she just filled in between these, and I kind of like that, so I'm going to do that for this one. Well, you know what though, there is nothing to say that you couldn't fill in the in between parts, the little gaps like this, and then still put a background in. That's what's so fun, is that it's completely up to you. And whatever you're doing, and however the tangle moves you. But that, yeah, the filling in, it's just like when you fill in anything, you know, the gaps behind any of the tangles that we normally do that, and it creates a bit of pop. And even if I'm not doing it anywhere else, just there, it's just kind of neat. All right. Now, if I was going to do any kind of shading, and I'm taking the hint because I do like how Ria did this, but I think I would still go with, okay, we're going that direction. Let's just put some graphite. You might have a better idea, and that's fine. You might not want to use graphite at all. Oh, I can't imagine why, but because it's so fun. Ooh, that's all a little bit dark. Oh, not. Oh, in real life it is not. On the screen it looks all right. And sometimes, oh yeah, that does look neat. I like it. And then I look back at the in real life, and I'm like, oh, okay, it doesn't really look as dark as I was thinking. But just, you know, like that part way around, and that's neat. And then depending on, you know, the size of your orbs, so I'm just touching with what's left on here, just kind of trying to touch on one side. I'm not even sure if that's showing up really. Wait, let me move the light. Let me put a little shade on it with my hand. Yeah, you can kind of see. It just adds a little something. Like I'm just trying to get like like the one side, this side of it. Although because they're so small, but you don't have to do any of that. I mean, you could just leave them the way they are. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit on the screen. Yeah, yeah. And or because I know I'm thinking of someone in particular. Anytime I do orbs, I'm thinking of Rosemary. Yes, Rosemary. I'm thinking of you. I'm like, ooh, boy, can't wait to see what she does with this. Because she is our gem bling master, our inspiration for all things, shiny and orby. Uh, so that's neat. Something else just occurred to me. I'm going to try it just here because I really like that darkening. Let's just try and see what happens. I'm thinking a little rounding, mostly because my orbs are kind of, well, it makes it a little bit different. Those ones were kind of sloppy. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm gonna sit on it though, and just and think. Hold on one second. Let me. Just looking back at Ria's sample, and it almost looks like some of hers. She might have made him just a little bit thicker on one side, just like we did here. Like that. So that's a couple other thoughts. It's just fun to play. So, neat Tangle. It's simple, yet it's like simple, but you can make it just as complicated as you want to. Um, how fun! All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, would love to have you click the like button, and while you're at it, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, would love to have you be a subscriber. So go ahead and click that while you're clicking. In the description section, I've already mentioned the step outs. Yeah, I always do a version of my own and then link to the creator of the Tangle. Below those, you will find ways to connect with me. So if you enjoy the way I talk through these things, if you enjoy my goofy style, just so you know, I do classes. I have a link to my website there, link to my Facebook page, and to our amazing Tangle Addicts community. It's a private Facebook group. Would love to have you join in on the conversation there and join in on classes. So you'll see information about those on my website. If you follow me on Facebook, if you happen to be on, I do post there. There's a couple other places I post classes, Eventbrite and Meetup, and so I have links to those on my website on the classes/sessions link. So if you're interested, follow me. A lot of them are free. I do have some that are paid, but a lot of them are free. Thursdays, every Thursday, unless there is something weird in my schedule that I cannot change. Every Thursday, 2 sessions of Tangle Time. It's way too much fun. You just have to be there. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.